It's the JT Cho Show!
Two of them.
'Ain't no way! Ain't no way! I just fucking killed your whole squad! Ain't no way!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back
Buzzed.
with our buzz balls.
Not a sponsor.
If you had to guess before we chug this, what episode of the JT Show do you think this is?
115.
16.
Damn.
And
why does my screen look blue now?
what did episode 115? How many viewers give? How many viewers did we get? Above or below 15?
I'll take the under.
It was the under. Cheers.
I knew it, dude. I'm so good at the game.
I do not like the taste of those.
So you gotta do it fast. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
But welcome back to the 116th episode of the JT Show.
I don't know why my stuff's like everything looks blue.
It's maybe the tint off your TV reflecting off the walls.
I just turned it off, and nothing changed until we.
It's not bad lighting. Oh, now it looks different.
There we go. Now it's back to normal. I don't know why it turned blue for a sec.
Yeah, now you're like normal color.
It was weird because I put something real close. Maybe if I do that, was it just the greenness of the buzz ball?
Well, oh yeah,
Dude, it is. It's the buzz ball.
That's crazy.
Yo.
With high expensive video cameras,
God damn it.
So for like video cameras for like the news and stuff, and like when you're shooting movies,
yeah,
you always have to white out you always have to have the lens on something reflecting, basically a white piece of paper or something white with light on it, so it can balance itself out before you actually start recording what you're recording.
That makes sense. So
weird high-tech cameras, they get white balanced out every time. I don't know if they still do, dude. By the way, first podcast from your crib, and by the way, yeah, I love your setup.
Yeah, you like it? Yeah,
I like the doc book.
I like
why don't you introduce people to the room?
So over here we have the we have old shotguns from the other night. That's where I put them because they don't tip over behind the trophy. This is the so check this out. This is funny. So I have the ring light up here. This is, for people who don't know, this is the National Fantasy Football League for Scrunts championship trophy that only one winner has ever touched physically. It's too expensive to ship it around the world, so we're just doing smaller trophies now. But I got this guy in the center now, and I'm going to put a little picture frame in there, and that's going to be the fucking thing for the trophy. Isn't that funny?
Sick.
It was off of the ring light, and the fucking thing fits perfectly in there.
Dude, I can't wait till you get hold it up. Oh wait, that's perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on, it's blurry. I'm gonna send this to the chat, dude. This is almost a profile pic.
It's pretty good,
dude.
This is my profile pic if I ever fucking win.
But yeah, when we get the picture frame done, it's gonna be the winner each year. Rotates.
Yeah, it'll be the winner, and they'll just be sitting there right behind me with it's probably not going to be a good picture of them. It's going to be a shitty picture of them, but regardless.
Yeah, and dude, tell the people around the world, for our 13 viewers from last week, a little bit about your fucking Mario find, because I think that's a sick story. I think that's
okay. So there's this little we're in Jackson, Michigan, for those of you who don't know. There's did I leave my vape in your car? Oh no, it's in my pocket.
Damn, I would have went out there and got yours.
Bitch.
Last vape, by the way. Mine's almost dead. Mine's
really?
Almost, yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's Friday, Sunday to Friday.
So there's a little gaming store inside of the Jackson Crossing, and it's somewhat new. I think we walked by it one time and we looked at it, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" It's gonna open up sometime. So everything looked just
quick question.
thrown out.
Is it the crossing or is it which
Crossing. It's the one that
the
it's
long
like,
hallway?
yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
when you said that store earlier the first time, I'm like, that motherfucker was at Westwood Mall and he has no fucking idea what he's talking about. Because I had no fucking idea what store you
No,
were
it was
talking
the
about.
little one. I just called it the mall, but it's Jackson Crossing.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Anyways, there's a
We have
little
two malls.
There's a little like used fucking game store in there. They have like old Xboxes. They're selling remember the Xbox that Garvin had? Like the black one that had like the when we were playing PUBG.
The shiny one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were selling that one for $270.
they're never gonna sell it.
Never. That's gonna sit there forever.
Yeah,
It's from California, it's like a Dimple Records. It's just like they buy used shit and then they sell it for a profit. Anyways, I'll go over this one first. Dr. Neo Cortex. Ooh, shiny. This guy, the bad guy from Crash Bandicoot. I got him for just under $20. It was like 1950 or something like that. And I looked it up, and buying it brand new from like Walmart, it's like $45. So that's a little profit right there. This guy is more sentimental than anything, and I got to get a little sleeve for it. But this is the Nintendo Power Player's Guide for Super Mario 64, like the N64 version, obviously. And it's just sick. Like this, what year? This would have been like mid 90s.
yeah.
Doesn't have a date on it. I could probably figure it out somewhere. It's probably on the back, maybe. No,
Maybe it's on the inside publications.
it's got all the faces you can make from the start screen.
That's sick.
It's just funny. I did learn something from this too. So, did you had this game as a kid, right?
No, I never owned a Nintendo 64.
Interesting. Okay.
I played all my Nintendo 64 games at friends' houses. So I would sit at a friend's house next to my grandma's and play Ocarina of Time.
Uh-huh.
And literally he'd be like, "You want to hang out?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." He'd be like, "Let's go ride bikes." And I was like, "Only if we play you let me play Legend of Zelda after." And then I would go over to his house after riding bikes for an hour and sit in his fucking hot ass house because he lived in a trailer. But he had a 64, and I would play Ocarina of Time, and I got to beat
One of
the
the
whole
greatest. It's in my top 5 for greatest games all time.
and I got to beat that entire game on
Nice.
a kid who lived in a trailer.
Not easy, dude. That's not easy. The fucking
hustle.
The water tower or the water fucking temple sucks.
You know, the lava temple actually took me a long because that's how young I was.
The water temple took me the longest time. I think that's like the general consensus.
No, I mean like the water temples. It still fucked me up. I'm saying
Yeah,
like when I first went to the mountain, Mount Doom, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, when you go in there, I was
Pyro Mountain.
Pyro Mountain, I think. Yeah, I was getting fucked up.
Yeah. Anyways, I learned something about this game. So you beat the game. I don't remember how many stars it is. I think it's like 100 stars, something like that.
116 total, and then you can beat the
it's
game.
100 stars or whatever to beat the game, and then there's like a finished one. So when you beat the game, it's 100. Wait. Anyways, it's like 100 stars to beat it. I saw something else that was interesting. It's 100 stars to beat it, and like you get a kiss from Princess Peach, and you beat the game. But then there's like more stars to collect. There's 120 altogether.
Yeah.
And so my original save file that I still fucking have on my OG Nintendo 64, my little brother has it. We had 116.
So you're gonna go back and find those 4.
No, we did. We went back already when I first got out of the military. That was like one of the things. I wanted to beat Ocarina of Time again, and then I wanted to go through and get those last stars because I knew the whole time I was in the military, I knew there was more stars to get, and it just ate away at me just a little bit. Anyways, once you get 120, it's a super big letdown.
Yeah.
So I thought I got the 120. What it does is it opens up that cannon that's out in front of the castle that's closed for 99% of the game. You can get into the cannon and you can launch yourself onto the princess's castle. On top of the castle is fucking Yoshi. Where's it at? Yoshi's up there. The fuck? Down there.
Yeah.
Yoshi's on there. And all he does, he goes like, "Hey man, we've had so many dope adventures together. Love you, bro. Here's 100 lives that you don't really fucking need because you already beat the game. Deuces." And then he just jumps off the castle and you never see him again. You don't get to play as him, nothing. It's just like a little Easter egg, like, "Hey, good job, bye." There's one other one that I didn't know about that I want to fucking do. So there's one map where you race a giant penguin. It's this one right here. It's down that little fucking sled hill. Apparently, after you get 120 stars, he doubles in size, and you can race him again. And it makes it harder because like you can't see him, and it's harder to get around him. Like you can't see what's in front of him, so like it just makes it harder.
Right.
And I never knew that, so I learned something from this. Anyways, yeah, bought this out of a box from that store for $3.99. Retails online in better condition than this for like $30. If I really wanted to, I could probably resell it for like 20, but I'm just gonna buy a sleeve for it, and this will be something that I die with, and then my kids have to sell to someone, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the original owner of this, I'll say his name, so it doesn't really matter. Rick Pangle. Shout out to him. He rest in peace. He died in October, and apparently his kids sold it to this fucking store. And appreciate Rick.
Right.
His magazine's so nice.
Like if that was my dad's collection, I would like at least have a couple that I would always keep. Why would you not
yeah,
keep
but
that
like, how
one?
cool is it for them? Like, they don't give a shit. But like, how cool is it for that family that this is bringing someone else so much joy? You know. Because this is sick. This is something that I would have killed for when I was like 5. Like, could you imagine if you had one of these for like those games, like the like Star Fox 64 or something, or even like the old school like Spyro? Imagine you had a gamer guide to Spyro. You would have had that game done in a week.
Yeah. The thing about the PlayStation games, especially at the age that I had them, is you only have so many games, and you don't have the internet with the PlayStation 1. Gaming online wasn't even like a real.
Yeah, that was first the thing when Xbox first came out, and that was when PS2 came out.
No, Xbox came out.
I know it was after the PS1, like months after.
I
'Cause it
think
wasn't the same
I
time.
think the PS2 came out after the Xbox came out. I think like they came out the same year, and I think the PlayStation 2 came out, and then the PlayStation 3, then they had the Xbox 360
Yeah, I think PS3 and 360 launched at the same
at the
time.
same time. But I
And
think,
360
but I
on.
think originally the Xbox was like, we're gonna Xbox, and then PlayStation was like PlayStation 2.
Yeah. I don't
So,
know the timeline of that. That'd be an
so
interesting thing to look up.
in my life for game consoles,
Yeah, what was go through your first to last console?
Super Nintendo,
Okay.
Sega,
Yeah, no, I had a second.
PlayStation, PlayStation 2. I saved up all summer and put a GameCube on layaway. In between those times, though, for handheld, we did get the Game Boy Colors, we did get the Game Boy Advances, and then I saved up another summer with the trade-in value and got a Game Boy SD.
Nice.
Yeah. So then I had the 360, and then I bought the upgraded 360, the one that came out like 4 years or 5 years after it. So I bought like the newer version of it, the one that came with Kinect, I believe.
Okay.
Then I bought a 3DS so I could beat Minish Cap, and I also played I can't remember the other game. I played 2 games on there at the same time. One might have been a Yoshi game, but can't remember. But I remember beating Minish Cap, and then I traded. Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, so I bought the Xbox with the Kinect as well, but I sold that before I left because I was like, when I get out, I'll just buy a new Xbox. So I traded in my 3DS from tech school because I already beat Minish Cap, and I was like, why the fuck do I want this anymore? So I bought the Xbox One in 2015. 2017, we went to Lubbock, Texas after eating Torchy Tacos to get the Xbox One X's, the original the day they dropped.
Yeah.
And then we got wasted.
Yeah, that just came up.
Yep. And then yeah, right, because right around, and then after that console, I got the Xbox One S series, and now I have a gaming PC, and that's my history from start to finish.
So my first one was the original Game Boy Color, I think.
What color was yours?
Mine was I had the translucent one.
I had the dark purple.
Mine
Like-
was like the translucent purple, like see-through fucking plastic or whatever. Like you can see all the inner workings of it.
I think my brother got red or green. I think it was red, but I had like purple. But I didn't
That's
get
the like the rectangular one, right? And it's got like
The-
the
yeah. It's got the AB. The
Yeah,
D-pad,
the
yep.
pad,
And then
or
it
select, whatever.
essentially looked like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I had one of those. My first game was Pokemon Yellow, the Pikachu edition.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker took me so long to beat Brock because that was like before the internet. I didn't really know
Oh,
anything about Pokemon other than what Ash was doing. And Ash was using Pikachu
The-
for
the-
everything. So I tried to beat Brock with Pikachu until my Pikachu was like level 32.
the only
So the
reason
next 3 badges after that were just a cakewalk.
the only reason that I have a one up on you is because my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Blue,
Mhm.
and my brother got Pokemon Red for Christmas. And
My
we-
brother was too young to be playing those games. I didn't have-
and we also got my dad bought a Sam's Club Mad Cats like controller pack thing.
oh, nice.
So it came with like I don't even know if it was Mad Cats,
controllers are nice
but
too.
it
Like,
was the connector case. It was like something for the Game Boy. So like extend like all the bells and whistles that came with a Game Boy Color at the time for technology, plus a transfer cable, so we could trade Pokemon with each other.
Yeah.
And then so by the time Yellow came out, because everyone's like, why can't Pikachu follow me in the game?
yeah, Yellow came out like I want to say it was like 6 months later. It wasn't that long.
98
Yeah, 98,
and
99. It wasn't that much of a
97 came out was blue and might have been 96 for blue and red. Let me Google.
Yeah, look up the dates for those. Then I'll go over my other ones because I also
Yeah.
had at the same exact time because my dad already had one. Was the Nintendo 64, and we also had a Dreamcast.
Your dad had like that was your dad's like your dad.
Yeah, so my dad had a Dreamcast and a Nintendo 64, and my dad loved the OG Star Fox 64 game. He used to play that shit all the time. I would watch him, and it was just like one of those things we would do. And then we would play Super Smash Bros. Together, and I would always just try and I'd pick all the random characters, and I could never beat him. My dad used to fuck around with Ness, and that was like his guy, and he would
Hilarious,
just roast everybody. It was just thinking about that now makes me happy because when I was born, my dad was like 40, so that means my dad was like 45 years old, just shitting on like 20-year-olds playing Smash Bros.
Yeah. Let
Like,
me.
it's just funny to think about.
I'll tell you the release date. Let me write down this one. We can keep talking about video games,
Okay.
but let me. Okay, I'm good.
So yeah, I had N64 and the fucking OG Game Boy. It wasn't the color though. I don't think. I think it was just the original Game Boy. Maybe it was color. What was the years on them?
Oh yeah, I was gonna wait till you finish. So, Pokemon Red and Blue original release date was February 27th, 1996.
And that's American release date.
I did here. We'll have to America.
I know they came out in Japan earlier,
Okay.
but I don't know how much earlier.
Oh,
It could have
okay.
just been like a couple year difference.
Oh, there's a huge. Okay, so I'll tell you the Japanese dates first.
All right.
So Pokemon Yellow for initial release date in Japan was September 12th, 1998. So there's a 2-year difference.
Okay.
For Americans, September 28th, 1998. So near 2 years and like 7 months later or 6 months later, whatever the
It
math
came to
is.
America.
It came to America. And then Pokemon, so that came out in 98 in September. So Pokemon Yellow for Americans came out October 19th, 1999. So
Okay.
just over a little bit over a year.
Okay.
And
All right. So
that's
knowing
wild.
the timeline then, so that means my first gaming console was the 64. And then that would have been my first handheld.
That's
Anyway,
wild. That's wild because Yellow existed before I could ever know about it.
yeah.
Before I had any idea. Why don't they make a Pikachu one? They already did 2
Yeah, they
years
had it.
ago before this game came out. What?
Anyways, so yeah, I had N64, Sega, the Dreamcast, which was sick. It sucks that it just petered out. We also had what was it? A Video Boy?
Video, yeah, something like that.
So it was the one where you had it sat on your thing like this, and you put your face into it like that, and you held a controller in your hands down here, and it was like a virtual reality thing. And
That was for the like a Nintendo console. Like
no,
the,
no, it was its own little console. It was his own.
Oh,
thing.
really? Okay.
Yeah, it was like a video boy or a video guy or. I'll have to look it up, but I'll keep talking while I'm doing it. Anyways, that game, it had like Pong. It had like all those like old school games on it. Video boy.
The FBI wants to know your location. Video boy.
Virtual boy.
Virtual boy.
That's what it was. And this is what it looked like. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I turned down my brightness all the way. Maybe that'll help. Yep.
Oh, you can. I
Virtual
can see
boy. So
clearly now.
that thing up top, that was the thing you put your face into. Like you're looking at
brightness
the photo,
Yeah, like a kaleidoscope. Like
and
like
that's
a
the
like
controller
the,
you have. So my uncle had one of those, and this came out in.
It was Nintendo.
95.
It was a Nintendo. It was a Nintendo product.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it came out in '95.
Video game
And,
nerd used to play with those and tell you how it was.
Yeah, no, it was. So we my uncle had one of those, so I fucked around on that a little bit, and then after that, I played the 64 until the original PlayStation 1 came out. Not the PlayStation 1. That was the one that looked like a laptop that had the screen that would fold up.
Yeah.
I had one of those. And then after that, the Xbox came out, and I got that with the bundle that came with Ninja Gaiden and Halo.
Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, or Gaiden, whatever it was.
I think it's Gaiden. It might be Gaiden, but that I replayed that game when they had it for the re-release.
And then we got like a family computer after that, and it was in the garage. So I used to play Counter-Strike on the family computer and War Rock. If anybody comments that they know War Rock from back in like the early 2000s, I'll buy you a beer. Like that's crazy. War Rock was like this little, you go to warrock.org or warrock.com or whatever, and it was like a shitty version of Counter-Strike.
I've never even heard of it until today.
It was so bad. It was fun, but it was terrible. Anyways, so I had that I would game on. I gamed on the Xbox until I saved up a bunch of money, and the day the 360 dropped, I got like the original basic 360 with one controller. And then my dad was like, "Oh, do you want another controller to play with your brother?" And I was like, "No, fuck that guy." And then that's when Travi got PS2. And then
he got you a controller.
Yeah, no, and then he got a controller to play with me, so we used to play some games, and then we used to play like Destroy All Humans and shit on his shit. But we both had our own console, because when we had the original Xbox, I'd bring my buddies over to like play 2K or something, and Travi would just be in there, and he'd be like, "I want to play too." I'd be like, "Fuck you, only have two controllers. My boys are over. Like, you're not gonna do that. Fuck you. You're my little brother. You suck." So we never played together on that. And then he got a Wii. We had a GameCube before that. That was the year that they did the deal where GameCubes were like $100, like just straight up $100 plus tax, and you can just walk out with a GameCube. Yeah, and I had that 360 until I enlisted, and then I still played on the 360. And then after that, the next console is the one we got in Lubbock. And that was also when we got that first console in Lubbock. That was the first time I ever had online services without going to like a LAN party. Like I'd bring my Xbox physically like down the road to my boy's house and connect to his router.
Dude, LAN parties were a thing.
And I would connect to his router and shit, and we would play fucking.
Casey Clough's house would have like 10 or 12 boys over on like 4 consoles playing LAN parties, dude. And his parents would not give
full
fuck.
parties of fucking Halo, like the OG Halo, where like the alien pistol and the human pistol were like the go-to 1-2 punch.
His parents would just be like, "Let them have fun.
Mm-hmm. They're
playing video games. How rad is that?"
But yeah, so that was my console history. And now I'm on the new, obviously the 1S.
My dad would play some games.
Oh, we both had Switches though. We
got Switches. Oh, we did. Yeah. The funny thing about the Switch is I bought Life is Beautiful tickets. We got VIP passes. And cause like you buy mine, and when we go to the mall in Qatar, I'll buy you a Switch. And I was like, deal. And so my Switch was bought in Qatar because nothing's region locked. It was like a
Qatari GameStop. It wasn't even a GameStop. It was like their off-brand version of the GameStop.
Yeah, my two of my games have Arabic writing on them, which is fucking rad because
Yeah,
I can buy whatever games.
and you actually had some advantages too, because it was there were like region locked items that you could only get in certain places. But mine was American, so I got items that you couldn't get in the games, and you got items I couldn't get, which I thought was fucked up. Like I
He
think
got hit. You got yours sent to you from America,
Yeah,
and I
had
bought
mine.
mine
I
straight
ordered it to my mom's
overseas.
house, and I had my mom send it to me like in a bigger care package. And yeah, and that's one of my favorite gaming stories. Is the day I got it, me and you went to the little rec center or whatever, and we are like, hey, or you were like, hey man, I know Mario Kart's the only game you got. I just want to let you know that I'm really good at it. So if you lose to me, don't feel all that bad. And I was like, all right, man, I haven't played since Double Dash. uh Good news for me is the fucking Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is basically fucking Double Dash revamped, and I smoked you on that first race, and I felt so good. And another crazy fact, my original fucking cart that I used that day is the same exact cart that I load up with now. It's the small Animal Crossing wheels, the base fucking dirt bike, and then whatever the heaviest fucking glider is. And that's what I roll with every time. Never.
I just with
It ain't broke, don't fix it.
like same learning curve for me with Halo, with Mario Kart, because in Smash Bros, because I never played Smash Bros for the GameCube really, or the
Oh yeah, we
64.
had it.
And so by the time that I was playing, I'm just getting shit on
Yeah.
by people who are like, oh, and by the way, Holcomb would shit on me, but he also, when he saw that magazine, he goes, bro, that's in really fucking good quality.
Yeah, it is. They have a bunch more too. I want to go back and get more.
Yeah, we should. I mean, we can peep tomorrow.
Yeah.
So anywho, before we have to take a quick commercial break because
Yeah, I see it.
yeah, one time my dad really liked to play Tiger Woods golf 2007 and 2008, and he didn't want me or my brother fucking with his character, so he really wanted his own memory card so he could plug it in.
And he would just come downstairs, plug in the memory card.
Because you could plug in 2 memory card slots. I think they're 8 megabytes, which is fucking crazy. It's or 16. Small. Yeah. So
that probably wouldn't even hold like one of the guns on COD.
So there used to be this old toy store that doesn't exist anymore. And they had this coupon after Christmas, like 2 PlayStation 2 memory cards for $16. And I'm like, yo, Dad, do you want to split this? And he's like, hell yeah. So I like gave him $8 for him. And he's like, what about taxes, bro? And I was like, God damn it. Front me, Brad. I'm fucking
nitpicking, dude.
I'm 10. Fuck, you know? And but so I got the green one, he got the red one, and they were kind of see-through, but not all the way translucent. But I still have my original PlayStation 2 memory card.
That's dope.
And when my brother still has our original PlayStation 2, which next time I go up, I'm going to take it back because he doesn't play it. But I've got all the good shit saved on mine.
That's sick. Yeah. So my dad used to play when we got that GameCube. That was like our console at my dad's house. That was like the one console we had, unless I.
Oh, the Wii. We forgot the Wii too, man.
Oh I mentioned the Wii. Travi had a Wii, didn't. But the GameCube, Star Fox Adventures, the one where you roll around with like that dinosaur, and you gotta like bring him back to his mom. He's like the prince or whatever. So we would play that game, and we would switch off whenever we felt like it was time to switch, or when it got too hard for one person. Yeah. And there were multiple times where I was like, dude, I can't do this. I'd hand the controller to Travi, and he would just roll through it because he had already watched me fail it. And so he would just roll through it and be like, oh, you fucked up here. And I'd be like, oh, fuck. And like, we never looked anything up on it. And then my dad would play with us too, and it'd be his turn to do it. And he would just roll through like 5 or 6 levels or like a whole planet. And I'd be like, Dad, let me fucking play my game. He'd be like, all right, fine. And he'd hand me the fucking controller, and then I'd fuck something up, and Travi fuck something up. And then he would pass like 2 more planets. And be like, dude, fuck you, man. Like, quit it. At the very end, you fight Andross. He like comes back, and he's just a big head planet. And he's got like these 2 arms that come out, and they like fucking try and grab at you, and they throw fucking planets at you and shit. Me and Travi couldn't beat that for the life of us. My dad came on first try after watching us do it for like a week. So I was like, fuck you, Dad, we're gonna do it. He came on and just fucking wrecked it. Just one try. Already knew what to do. He'd only seen us do it like twice, and then we just spent like hours trying to get it without him knowing. And then he came through and he beat it. And he was like, well, what do we do to celebrate? And I was like, well, we got to go buy another game and get ice cream. She said, every time we beat a game, you'd buy us a new game. And he was like, oh, fuck, you guys tricked me into buying you a new game. And we're like, haha, gotcha. And then he went out.
Cool dad.
He went out and he got Animal Crossing and ice cream for us. And that's when the whole Animal Crossing thing started for us. And I cheated the fuck out of that game. I would go forward in time so far just so I could get a bunch of coins and then put it back. Like, you go in and edit the fucking date and time and put it to like 2058 and then bring it back. And you're just sitting on like 4 million fucking coins or whatever they were. Acorns. What was the
Currency? I forget.
I don't remember what the currency is there either. But yeah, so that's one of the best memories I have of my dad playing video games.
Probably my best memory is either with my dad in video games is either when Christmas morning and we got the driving wheel with the PlayStation and we were playing and we were playing Driver and they just saw the driving wheel and they were just like, you should get the driving wheel with Driver. My dad rolled around for at least 10 minutes in the game fucking outrunning the cops. And we're like, Mom, you give it a try. And she just crashed right into a fucking like car. And the police came up behind her and rammed her. And it was like 30 seconds. And my dad was like, women. No, he didn't say that. Or though, when like I probably had the best Christmas ever because I think we got new bikes.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh shit, I got a new bike.
That's a huge Christmas.
And then like we're done and my dad already picked up all the wrapping paper and then he like lifted this screen and there's a fucking PlayStation 2 already hooked up to the basement and the surround sound. And he's like, I got you PlayStation 2 with NHL fucking 2002. And we're like, oh my fucking God. Like, he's like, but that's the last console I'm buying because they're too expensive. And
they really were, dude. For that time, I think I spent $500 on the 360.
my dad sold the Sega to buy the PlayStation. So that's, and the only reason we got the Sega is because our Nintendo, we were playing Super Mario Brothers, and we played it so much that it just turned off and it never turned back on.
Those OG Segas are worth so much money now, too.
Yep. All right, we'll be back after this quick commercial break. I hope you enjoyed the commercial. I probably didn't edit in there because I'm fucking lazy.
Oh, we just did a little cushion OJ break.
I mean, I didn't drink any orange juice.
Neither did I. Yeah, but we got all right. So we got a dope game. Roll the fucking thing. Cut stumpers.
Schwing.
Here we are.
Schwiggity
all right,
schwa.
so this is what I'm gonna do. I have like 4 or 5 games for you, and then I'm gonna text you something, and you have to look at the text and you have to guess what the fuck it is. So whatever I text you, just like edit it, throw it up in between us so like the viewers can see it or whatever.
Okay, so what happened? So how do you play it again?
So all right, let me open up my notes because that's where I have it saved. All right, so first game is called Who Am I? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to text you a picture of a player, and you have to guess who it is. So that picture, you'll just like edit up and put it into the fucking.
Now you're giving me work to do.
Yeah. You're gonna have to work for a living at some point. All right. So this is the first player, and there's only 3 of these ones, and then there's other ones. All right. So that's the first player. Who is that?
Oh God damn. No.
By the way, this is all courtesy of another TikTok page, and we'll throw them a shout out at the end of the video because
is his first name Eric?
Yeah, you have to give me a guess. You have to give me a guess. Can't give you hints.
I don't know.
You have to guess.
I'm saying the wrong guy, and I'm gonna sound dumb. I want to say Eric Decker, but that's wrong.
Is that it? Is that your fucking plan?
Yeah,
Eric Decker.
That's who I thought it was. God damn.
You're 1 for 1 right now. You're batting a thowie.
Because I'm like, who's that tight end that catches a pass when they finally pass it when they're not running with fucking Derek.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That was a good one. So when I watched this through, I also got that one, but it took me a minute. I had to pause the video and I was like, fuck, what is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So here is player number 2.
Oh,
You get one guess.
yeah. Brees is the rookie. I don't know this one. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it.
You don't have a guess? You don't want to throw a name out?
No, I don't got a name.
All right, that one is Chris Ivory.
Wow, I didn't even.
What an obscure player, right?
Didn't he play for another team too?
He played for a couple of teams, I think. I don't have the full backstory on him, but
I was thinking that's the dude who started at the very beginning of the season in front of the rookie.
not this year. No,
Yeah,
that's an OG.
Yeah, but I was like, that doesn't look like his number.
Not all these are current, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So this is the third guy, and this is the last guessing one.
Oh, this is so
I'm going
much.
to tell you right now, I got this one wrong.
What chance do I have? I can't even throw a guess out, dude. I don't know. I
You
don't
have a single guess out of all those Patriots running backs. You can't name one of them. Not a current player.
I know.
No, I know. Okay. No more hints then.
I'm just trying to think who was before Burkhead. Like, I'm trying to think of, dude, because who the fuck are the Patriot running backs?
There's probably been more than 20 Patriot running backs in between when
Easily.
this guy played and now.
Aaron Jones from a previous life.
Dion Lewis.
The fuck out of here, dude.
I guess Jonas Gray or whatever. That was the guy that went off for like 400 all-purpose yards in one game and then
Don't
just
even know
never
who
did
that
anything
is.
else ever again.
I just know that every 3 years Tom Brady would have a new quarterback.
Running back.
Whatever, dude.
All right, so this is all right. This is a new game. This one is called Career Path.
Okay.
So you'll see the team in the year, and you have to guess who the player is, and it'll make more sense when you see the picture. It's taking longer than I thought to send them over. I thought they'd be a little more instant. So you have to guess who that is.
Damn. Oh, this is kind of recent too, man. Okay.
Yeah. I got this one. I almost got it immediately when I looked at it too. I know exactly who this is.
I want to say it's defense.
So I will give you one hint, and this might blow it for the Stumpers, but I'll give you one hint. Think about the years and championship appearances.
That's what I'm looking at the teams and go, wow, look at, he's got New England championships. He's got an early Tampa Bay almost. He's got the Eagles ring. So that's who I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of people who were on the Eagles team, and then I can't think who went to Detroit the year right after.
I'm telling you right now, if you don't get it, and I tell you, you're gonna go, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No guess at all?
No.
That would be the career of LeGarrette Blount.
I never would have guessed that.
He won a ring with New England.
He was a running back, right?
Yeah. He won
Yeah,
a
he
ring with New England, went off, like he had a great year, and then he went and played for the Eagles, went off, had a great year, and won another ring.
yeah.
That's the only reason.
I know he played for Detroit now, but like I couldn't think of like who's the guy who went and played for Detroit, and then he sucked for Detroit because they had no line for
Yeah, he
him.
just did. Yeah, that line sucked too, though.
Yeah,
This one I didn't get, but as soon as I realized who it was, I was like, "Oh, I suck." Oh. I think Pepper would get this one. If Pepper's watching, I think he'd get this one. I probably should have been reading them out loud for like all of them. So we played for Seattle from 2010 to 13, Detroit from 2014 to 18, Philadelphia in 2018, and New York Giants from 19 to 20.
I don't know.
You don't got this one either?
No,
Golden Tate.
he's the one guy I couldn't think of because I was like big play
Dude,
Slay.
yeah.
I
These are I should have told you in the beginning too. These are going to be skill position guys. So I'm not going to throw like an O lineman in there, you know.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean, I was thinking more of a receiver, anyways.
Yeah,
But I couldn't think. And Pepper's like, "You're a fucking idiot." But
yeah.
I don't like Detroit players that much to know who's always on their squad.
Yeah, I think Pepper would get that one though.
Yeah, I had
All right,
Golden
this
Tate on
next
my
one
fantasy
I
squad a couple
also
seasons
didn't
too.
get, but I will give you a hint. Offensive skill player. Oh, I gotta read it. So Buffalo from 2013 to 16, San Francisco 2017 to 19, Chicago in 21, and Seattle in 22.
I don't know.
You don't got this one either?
No,
Marquise Goodwin.
would have never guessed it.
Would have never guessed it.
Would have never even. I don't even remember who that is.
All right, so that's the end of that one. So you're 1 for 6 right now.
Right.
This next game is called Who's the Starter? You're going to see a list of players and you have to fill in the blank. And I will send you the pick.
Why are they so hard?
I thought they were fun when I was doing them. So it's obviously the Chargers.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be who's between LT and
Yeah, so whoever was between LaDainian Tomlinson in 01 to 09 and Brandon Oliver in 2014.
well, seeing that I have no fucking idea who Brandon Oliver is, I have no idea.
No guesses?
No.
All right, so when I first was doing this, I guessed Darren Sproles, but apparently that's not the fucking right answer. It's Ryan Matthews.
I vaguely remember.
Yeah,
who that
exactly.
is.
So I had to look him up, and I do remember him. He went to
Didn't he
Fresno.
play- What team did he play for after the Chargers?
I don't remember, but he went to Fresno State. He was the 12th overall pick in 2010, and he hit a Pro Bowl in 2011. So he was literally the dude they drafted to replace LT. Yeah. Anyways, this next one I did get, and I think it's gonna be funny if you don't. So this one, the team I'll give you, obviously you're gonna figure it out, but it's Miami.
Who was the guy in Miami?
So I will give you
Ryan-
I will give you a hint. Yeah, so this guy was obtained before the 2017 season to replace Tannehill.
What was it? Okay, so in between Ryan Tannehill and Ryan Tannehill, I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember
So
who that guy.
he was picked up, not necessarily through anything. Like I'm not going to give you the if it was a trade or if it was or a fucking pickup free agent, but he was picked up to replace Ryan Tannehill because Tannehill wasn't working out,
Right.
and then Tannehill sat back up and then got the start the next year.
I'm trying to remember who the guy was during that season because it's right on the tip of my tongue, dude.
Marquee player, a real man's man. He's definitely one of the boys.
Okay, with saying that, it confirms my fucking theory. He came from Chicago,
You might have.
and it was Jay Cutler.
It was Jay Cutler.
Because wasn't he smoking cigarettes for the Dolphins? I was like, because when I was like, I gotta remember who that guy was, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, he's that guy because he was like smoking a cigarette or something, and then he
That
did
was
that.
that was the first meme about like.
And then he went, he
I'm
he
sure
like
about
went out for a
nothing,
pass
kind
or
of.
something, and he did not give a single fuck about like the play at all, and he was doing just such terrible.
Whatever he
things.
wanted.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad I got that one because if
Yeah,
you would have said
I'm
Jay
glad you got
Cutler,
that
I
one,
probably
too.
been like, I'm pissed that I'm dumb.
All right, so this one you should fucking get, and I'm not giving you a single goddamn.
Brett
hint.
Favre.
I'm not giving you a single goddamn hint. This is the last one of that game. You should get this one.
Yeah, obviously Packers.
Yeah, no shit.
So this is Jimmy Graham.
It's Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, he came for the Seahawks and sucked.
You had to have gotten that one. That was the one I was like, he's at least getting one of these right.
Yeah, I got that. I was like Marquise Bennett, Martellus Bennett, and Mercedes Lewis. I was like, Mercedes Lewis is still rolling. And I was like, who was right before Mercedes Lewis? And I was like, oh yeah, it's
that was when everyone thought Jimmy Graham was gonna blow up.
Well, I hear. Let me make a correction on that statement. Jimmy Graham from the Saints thought he was going to blow up on the Seahawks.
Yes,
and the Seahawks did not utilize
Aaron
him.
Rodgers was a better quarterback, and they were going to utilize him better.
So
and it didn't work out.
Yeah, so he was thinking, I'll go to Green Bay where they love using their tight ends.
Yeah,
and it was just not working out at all.
It was not a good fucking tandem.
Everyone
thought, dude, he was like a second-round draft pick that year. Everyone's like, oh, he's gonna be
vitalized. You know what my dad used to say?
He was the original guy when he was on the Saints. He
never should have left the Saints. Never should have left the Saints.
Dude, he was mad because he wanted a max contract. He had a max contract for a tight end, but he wanted a bigger contract. He wanted to get paid what receivers were getting paid with his same production.
Because of Travis Kelce.
Offensively, if you're scoring 12 touchdowns a year, you should be paid at least what the other guys that aren't getting that many touchdowns.
Because of Travis Kelce, now
Gronk was a big reason on that too.
Yeah, Gronk was the first one.
They gave out so much offensive power, like because I mean Kelce right now, if touchdown scored, he would be like wide receiver number 6 on the season. Like that's insane. He's a top 10 wide receiver at tight end. He doesn't even 50% of the plays. He doesn't even go out for a catch. Like he's just like he sets blocks. He fucking like it's crazy. Anyways, so the next game is called Team Formation, and you're gonna see the colleges of some of the skill players, like in a lineup, and you have to guess what team it is.
Damn.
Yeah, this one's a good one too.
Fuck. You're gonna make me do so much shit.
You have to open it up. It's bigger.
Yeah. Like I got like the LSU Tiger. Oh, so this is a NFL team.
Yes, this is an NFL team, and you have to guess which team it is.
Oh,
yeah.
This is hard.
You're the college guy, though. You should know these. They're all starters, obviously. I'm not going to throw in like the fucking 5th string running back to try and throw you off.
Is this the Bengals?
This is in fact the Bengals.
Yeah, because you
Okay.
got the LSU receiver with his boy,
Yep.
and then you've got the OU running back. So I was like, he's from
I
OU
couldn't.
for sure.
Yeah, you can't put the quarterback on that one because.
Well, yeah, because then you
Way too
know
easy.
right off the rip. And I was like, they had to leave the quarterback out because they would have been too obvious. No idea who oh no, the tight end's the ginger, isn't he? The big ass tall ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
can't remember his name.
is it not
88.
Taylor? Is it not Taylor?
His number's 88. It might be Taylor. I don't know.
Let me look up the Bengals. 88.
Bengals tight end. Evans.
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst. That's right. 88, right? His number?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we talked about that.
South Carolina College. Yeah, he's the big ginger.
Yeah, he's
You gotta know who that is.
You gotta. All right, so this is the next one.
Dude, these are all right. Another Sooners running back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Louisville receivers that well. What is this? North Carolina State. Who the fuck is that? And a USC receiver? This is tough, man.
So I got this one. It took me a minute to think about, but for me, the standouts were the tight end and the SC receiver.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of USC receivers in the last
however long. All right, so the SC receiver is a prolific receiver. He's definitely not right now in the top 15. He's probably not even in the top 20, to be honest, this like stats wise.
Yeah.
And obviously, if I gave you the quarterback, you'd.
Is this the Chiefs?
No, it's not the Chiefs.
I don't know.
Patriots.
Wow.
The SC guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
I was just like, I don't really know the Kansas City Chiefs receivers at all.
Yeah, that one I got, but it took me a fucking minute. All right, so I got one more game. Two more things. I'm going to tell you the stats of a player, and you have to tell me who they are. And there's two of them. They're both marquee players. You should get these. I'd be surprised if you didn't get the second one. The first one, you might not get. So here we go. 11,438 rushing yards. 3,683 receiving yards, 78 touchdowns. He went to Oregon State. He came out of the draft in 2004. He's a first-round pick, and he played for 3 teams over 12 seasons.
I'm trying to think of Oregon running back in 2004.
Yeah, Oregon State.
Oh, Oregon State. Oh, that's tough. Okay, that's tougher. Played for 3 teams. How many rushing yards?
I just sent it to you.
Oh, okay.
Put that up on the screen too.
Oregon State, 2004, first-round draft pick, played for 3 teams over 12 seasons. So that's 2016 when he retired.
He played for 1 team for, I think it was 9 years, and that was the team that drafted him.
He played for way more teams.
Running back.
Yeah. Melvin Gordon?
No, not Melvin Gordon. This is Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson.
Rams running back.
Yeah.
Old head guy.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon.
He also played for the Patriots first season too in 2015. And
Melvin Gordon's way older. I was thinking not Melvin Gordon, but I was thinking about someone who played for the Chargers, and then they might have dipped out after 9 years. Who was it again?
Steven Jackson. Rams running back.
Gotcha.
And he was an absolute monster in his heyday.
Okay.
All right, so here's the next guy. I'm just going to give it to you. I'll read him out, though. 116 rushing yards, 3,311 receiving yards, 36 total offensive touchdowns, played in Miami, 06 draft. He was a second-round pick, played with 4 teams over 11 seasons. And I will give you the first team he played for. He played for the majority of his career. Prolific guy.
Well,
Everyone knows his name.
trying to think.
I'll say this too. One more hint. He was the first guy in Miami history to play all 3 phases of football in live games. So he played on special teams, offense, and defense. He was the first guy in Miami history to do that. That one should give it away, but
Who was a good receiver that played until 2017?
all right. So this is something I will give you. So he played for 11 seasons, and he only had 36 touchdowns offensively.
Right.
He wasn't. I'll give you this. He wasn't known for his receiving abilities.
I don't know, man. I don't have a good guess.
Devin Hester.
That makes sense. I mean, like now that makes sense because he has such low touchdowns. But
Yeah.
I was thinking not.
Low touchdowns, low yardage.
I was thinking like he was like a wideout 3, not a punt return specialist.
Who were you thinking of at all? Did you have anyone in mind?
I was trying to rattle off Miami receivers that were any worth a damn, and I couldn't rattle off a single one.
Yeah, those are tough. That was the
like in that time frame.
I think that was the end of it. Yeah, I have another game, but it's not sports related at all, so we'll just put that on another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut stumpers. You got fucking stumped. I think you batted like fucking 22% or something.
I got like 3 right out of all of them, so probably lower than that.
How many were there? 16? 14 maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's cut stumpers.
Sick.
Good pod, man. I really enjoyed the talking portion of it.
Yeah, it was fun for sure.
Hopefully next pod I'll have another something to put up here.
For sure.
We'll see if anyone wants to donate to my fucking wall. I got some openings.
Yeah, just drop us cash. Just ask for our handle in the comments, and we'll.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll
I'm gonna give you the name of that fucking podcast that had all that shit, because they made all the fucking graphics and everything. So, or that's where I got them from, at least. I don't know if they made them, but yeah, we'll give them a little shout out in the description or some bullshit. But
yeah,
yeah,
link in the bio.
Link in bio.
All right, bye.